Hi friends, and for those that are new here, I'm Pätrick. I'm exploring a year in plant-based wellness that intersects with my personal growth, my little family here at home, and the communities I navigate in and around. And in the last couple of weeks, I have been tinkering around with looking at the ads that get thrown back to me in relation to what is largely linked to the metadata I'm putting in my computer that makes the algorithm think that I want to see these ads. And a lot of these can probably be linked to 5 major categories that umbrella different niches that do or do not overlap. And what I've decided is I'm going to explore and see if these are actually something that are geared and tailored towards what my actual interests are. So one of the ads that stuck out to me and I found very engaging and it caught my attention was this one for Barnacle Foods, or I'm not quite sure what caught my attention first, whether it was the name or the action of the sea playing. And I will tell you, I have this alternative fantasy of mine of I live this wonderful boat life and I could just lift the anchor and I can go from here to there, from this location to that location. And the reality of that type of life is probably less glamorous in application than it is in fantasy, but I still think about how it might be nice to, work on some sort of fishing boat to some capacity. Not that I eat a whole lot of fish, that I have a purpose for it, but gardening in the sea, essentially with kelp and seaweed in a renewable food source, this definitely speaks my language. And on a personal note, like I'm German, so clearly things that are pickled in vinegar, they're a source of comfort to me. Here in our little home, we love pickled things. We tend to order pizzas and then throw on a whole bunch of banana peppers and then rebroil our pizza to bring everything together for that extra vinegary taste. Caleb's really big into these dill pickle kettle chips and they are amazing. We also love our salt and vinegar, just regular plain old salt and vinegar chips are wonderful. But something that is pickled in another medium plus something that I haven't tried firsthand, and it looks like it's a little bit of a small business that's trying to blossom, I want to support that. So I ordered some. And let's see what it looks like. All right, so they have these cute little wooden boxes for their variety pack. It's heavy. All right, their little greeting card. So how this reads is, dive in. Taste the flavors of Alaska, our home, playground, and pantry. Each jar is crafted with care and respect for the land, sea, and communities the ingredients come from. Thank you for taking part in the story of Alaska's wild and unique foods. Enjoy this treat from our coast to your kitchen. Matt and Leah. And I'm assuming this is Matt and Leah. This is so cute. So, what I got from their site is a Barnacle box, and I already forget what is in it. So there are some quick little ingredient cards in here. One is for a pickle salmon spread, and then the other one is for a pickle Bloody Mary. And I will tell you what, I feel like I have been seeing Bloody Mary mix everywhere. I will have to take a screenshot of it. I was talking about my growing goals for this year and talking about growing the ingredients outside of an olive tree for a Bloody Mary mix this year, and somebody is on the same page with me and was able to scale this business idea up. This has now found me, so this is the year of the Bloody Mary for our house, apparently. I will also say that there's something about a Bloody Mary mix that reminds me of, there's just something very comforting about a Bloody Mary to me. And I love all the bells and whistles and pickles and add-ons and radishes and whatever you skewer to put in a Bloody Mary. It's already sort of like a meal, and I love the little add-ons. So I will be trying this recipe maybe later in the season when some of my bells and whistles come in, and we'll blend the two and we'll see how that goes. But for now, let's just try these as they are. That's satisfying. They are like these little perfect circles. All right, so disclaimer, I typically don't like bread and butter pickles, but this sweet and tangy, I was anticipating on it being a bread and butter type of pickle. It's not so much. It is exactly what it is. It is sweet and tangy. It's got like a warming sensation to it. So even though it's like tangy and sweet, there are some bright notes in it, but it like warms you up. And it reminds me of the season of autumn, which is lovely, but I was not expecting these to taste the way they do, in a good way. What a delight. I feel like these are all gonna fall out. Maybe we should just take these out. So there is one in here. I'm not quite sure which one this is, but the bottom blew out on it, which is unfortunate. But there are still 3 varieties of salsa: mild, medium, and hot. So I always get these confused. I think the order goes mild, medium, and hot. Medium is the medium because it's between the two. But I think some varieties, their medium is like the lesser, and mild is like a thing on its own. So let's try these in the order that makes sense to me. This smells delicious. This is wonderful for a mild salsa. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. It's just wonderful. All right, so the medium is clearly a red color. It is, I was gonna say it's smoky, but it says campfire here. I wonder if liquid smoke is listed to it or how they process this. I can't think of how I would apply this to something. I don't know if I would eat this on my own, like with chips. This might be something I'd add to like a sandwich with some cheddar cheese. Not much of a favorite when you compare it to the mild version of the salsa. All right, bonfire salsa. Like waiting for a sneak attack. and there's not. This is wonderful. This is a great hot salsa that doesn't like blast your taste buds. These are wonderful. You would not know, I mean, I don't think I said this with the pickle variety with the sweet and tangy, but you wouldn't know that the texture is spot on for what you expect from salsa and from pickles. You would not know that these are kelp and, well, you wouldn't know that these are anything other than what they were supposed to be. So if I were to rank the salsas, I would go hot, mild, medium as far as my preference order. But if you like smoky, if you like that smoke aspect of salsas, definitely medium is something that you should give a go. So I was talking about liking vinegary things. We're a big vinegar-based product house here. And this one is an add-on. It's their extra sour kelp pickle. This one, I think, was one of the ones I am most excited about. These are good. These are it. Oh, they have a spickle. They have a spicy sour variety that is sold out, and undoubtedly it is sold out probably because it's gotta be an amazing hybrid of their salsa variety mixed with the these are just so good. I just want to eat a whole bunch. I think what I might try to do with these is stick them in a dehydrator and see if I can get like little kelp chips and see how that goes. These are amazing. And now the little add-ons. They have a hot sauce variety that they do themselves. It doesn't smell hot. Ingredients: kelp, water, vinegar, tomato, garlic, salt, piri piri. I'm not quite sure what that is. I don't think that this is a hot sauce. Well, maybe it is. Who am I to say? It probably registers somewhere on the Scoville scale. This does have elements of the ocean to it. Like, I feel like I am seaside eating something like out on the docks. This is lovely though. And what, everything like the bagel seasoning. I sort of want to lick my finger and stick it in here, but I also hate watching myself on camera eat things. Okay, so yeah, there's like levels to this. Yeah, so you can immediately taste the garlic and the sesame, but then there's like this earthiness that I think comes from, well, not earthiness, there's like this sea-iness that comes from, I think, the kelp. And this is banging stuff. It reminds me of, sometimes they do the crusting around lox, and that's a lot of what I get from this. If you come across an ad for Barnacle Foods, click on it. look at what they have to offer. I definitely think that this little variety box is the way to go. They have a couple different versions. They have a couple different offerings on their site that is not what we have here. And oh, it's their original pickle variety that I have not had the opportunity to try that you guys might be able to. If you have a recipe for kelp or kelp pickles or something that you saw here that I should, or a reinvention with these ingredients that you think I should try, let me know down in the comments. I would love to expand my recipe wheelhouse. What I am going to do is I'm going to wait for the grow season to play out and get my own Bloody Mary mix ingredients from the garden space, and I'm going to level up probably with some of these ingredients. I'm going to, I think, dehydrate and make some kelp pickle chips. Wow, that was difficult. And I will share that with you guys. And I think that's where I'm going to leave off today. So again, their information is in the description down below. Remember to do something kind for yourself, even if it's just indulging in a jar of kelp pickles and not apologizing to anyone for not sharing. Grow from where you are, and I will share more with you soon. Tschüss.